Hi there. Thank you for joining us for Brave New Classics' production of Sex by Mae West. I'm the producer, Noelle Azarelo. Sex opened in April of 1926 to absolutely terrible critical reviews, so obviously it was a huge commercial success. Sex played for 375 performances on Broadway to audiences totaling over 325,000 people. Until West and the entire company were arrested, charged with obscenity. West spent 10 days in the workhouse and was fined $500. This is the moment that her career took off, and she has been infamous or famous ever since. We hope you enjoy our production, and if you do, please follow us on Facebook at Brave New Classics. We will soon be announcing our upcoming summer and fall works, so hope you enjoy the show.
You ought to be lousy with coin. You ain't dependent on any lady friend for your jack. What's the matter? Police ain't giving you 50-50 on the graft you collect?
Oh.
Don't try and tell me.
Who's the swell dame you've been running around with? Some class to you picking up a Jane at the Ritz. She's the kind who'll squeal.
I'll take the chance.
Yeah? What's the lay?
Are you trying to shake me down?
I'm giving you a tip. Straight.
You'll not get any of my money.
Your money.
Yes, mine. And stop butting into my affairs.
The police have got you spotted. You're none too safe here. Get that and get it straight.
It'll take more than a low-down collector like you to tell it to me.
All right. I'll send in someone who will.
Can you tie that, Curly?
Now let him squawk. He's looking for a meal.
Yeah. Get some duds on and come up to the Ritz with me.
Not tonight, Rocky. I'm broke.
With the fleet in the harbor? What's wrong? Agnes holding out on you? Montreal is full of Janes glad to bankroll a pretty kid like you.
Well, I'm kind of used to Agnes. I hate to change now.
Ain't you kind-hearted?
Agnes, don't hold out on me.
Hello, Agnes.
There you are, Curly. Thought I'd find you here.
I'll be right with you.
Where's Margie?
In a room.
See you later, Rocky. It's Dawson.
Dawson?
Dawson?
Hello, Dawson.
I'll be around tomorrow, Rocky.
Business must be good the way you got this dump all dolled up. Met Manley outside. He said you were a pretty tough customer.
Yeah?
Yeah, but if you think you can run this joint without giving it up, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I'm a pretty good scout. You know, and I don't appreciate being hounded by a guy like Manley.
Well, just cut the argument. Pay up.
Hey, Marge,
What do you want?
come out here.
What's all the noise?
Dawson wants his commission.
Let him try and get it.
Ooh, now look here.
I had a pretty busy night last night and my nerves need quiet.
Oh, don't pull that wise stuff on me. You've been getting away with murder.
Why should I pay for the privilege of working? You've got all you're gonna get out of me.
Well, if that's the way you feel, let's see how far you get.
Looks like he's gonna start something.
And I'll finish it. How many times I gotta tell you to keep him out of here?
Hey, Marge, where are my ties? Come find them for me.
Go get him yourself. What do you think I am, your wife? The trouble is with you, you've been spoiled. You've had too many Janes waiting on you.
Is that so?
Yeah, if there's any waiting on around here, I'm the one who's gonna get it.
Ain't you funny?
Well, don't wisecrack at me. I'm about ready to give you the air.
Not after all I've done for you. Or who meets the guys and steers them down here to you? Me. Who is the business head of this here dump? Me. Who raised your price? Me. I made you. Get me?
I hope you're satisfied.
Not good enough for you?
Huh. I'm going where I can play with the heavy sugar daddies instead of sitting around here waiting for your cheap bunch.
Oh, gee, getting highbrow.
I suppose I am. If a Jane like Nan Chalmers could do it, I certainly can. She had a guy she thought she needed. Now she got wise. She's married to an old guy, got a mansion near Boston, diamonds, limousines, everything she wants.
Yeah, wait till the old gink finds out what she...
How's he gonna find out?
Easy, kid. Plenty of nice people ready to spill the good news.
Well, suppose he really loves her.
Well, his friends and his family won't stand for it. All right, lose this idea about being decent. Stick to your trade, kid. You were made for it. Rocky wouldn't steer you wrong.
No, Rocky's a wise guy. At least he thinks he is. Meeting the society dame Manley was talking about?
Maybe yes, maybe no.
Good luck. You'll need it.
Yeah, she knows a nifty guy when she sees one. Where are you going tonight?
I don't know.
What time will you be back?
I don't know. Maybe I won't be back at all.
I don't pull that stuff on me. You belong to me. You try to get away from me and I'll plant you under the daisies.
Just because you croaked a guy got away with it, don't think I'm afraid of you. If I start talking, I can put a rope around that neck of yours.
You wouldn't dare. You don't have the heart to turn anyone up. If I thought you did, I'd finish you right now. Won't get any more for killing two than for killing one.
Don't be too sure about that.
What are we doing? Telling jokes here? All right, there's only one thing about you to hold a guy. Outside of that, you're nothing. All right, you want to give Rocky a kiss before he goes?
Go kiss your society dame. Hello, kid.
I just wanted to give you some more money to keep for me. There's 5 there.
I'll put it with the rest.
I don't know what I'd do if it wasn't for you. You can't trust anyone.
Good motto, Agnes.
I wonder what Curly would do if he ever found out.
I don't suppose I hand over the day's receipts to Rocky.
It ain't only that. I'm planning to go away as soon as I have enough.
Where?
Back home.
You think you can get away with it?
Why not? They think I'm working for a living. I send them a few dollars once in a while. But I can't go on. I wasn't meant for this sort of thing.
Oh, if I was as dissatisfied as you are, I'd join the Salvation Army.
Hello, Margie.
Sorry, I'm not entertaining tonight.
I come down extra to see you. Can't you help a fella out?
Sorry.
But listen,
Goodbye.
Jeez.
What's wrong?
Every time they ring, it seems as if
Oh,
I can't stand it, Margie. Back home.
don't give me that business again. You get a grip on yourself, or you'll never get anywhere. There's a chance of rising to the top of every profession.
Profession?
Others do it. Why can't I? Why can't you? When I think of the dames riding around in swell limousines, buying imported gowns, living at the swellest hotels, I can put on the Ritz. There's nothing the matter with you. Come from good folks. At least you say you do. It's just a question of getting some guy to pay. That's all.
That's what you mean to do.
Oh, I'm sick of this town and everything in it.
And how are you going to find the rich man?
Advertise for him in the daily papers.
Oh.
Either you're so wise we can't catch up with you, or you're the original dumb Dora.
I'm sorry, Margie. You've been pretty good to me. When I get back home,
You'll be buying a ticket back here. They won't let you go straight. I tried it, I know.
you're wrong. Maybe someday.
Until someday comes, I'm satisfied to be wrong. You going out tonight?
No, I'm staying in with Curly. I feel I'm doing him wrong, leaving. He'd be lost without me. I loved him in the beginning.
Until you realized you couldn't live with him. Go it alone, Agnes. There's more of a chance of getting ahead.
I'll leave Curly enough money.
Oh, let the bum go to work. Would be tough if he had to get a job for himself. Huh? Now you run along. I've got to fix this dress up. Go see what this is.
Goodness, it's fighting red.
Uh-huh.
I want you to lay off my man.
Which one?
Sailor Dan from Kansas.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, you have.
Hey, Aggie, over there on that table, you'll find a little book.
It ain't here.
Look in the second drawer. Just the book. Ah, yes. Asthma. Flat feet. Check came back. I'll make you a present of that bird.
You better.
Oh, now don't be like that. You still go around with Oklahoma Jack.
He got married.
You didn't answer my question.
The nerve.
Good night, Margie.
Good night, kid.
Well, if it isn't the beautiful mama they're all raving about.
Sorry, you'll have to go.
You're going to give me the gate? You don't know what you're missing.
You wouldn't fool me?
Jones is my moniker, clean underwear and everything, over the river. If I go now, can I come back later?
Yeah, you can come back.
In 1 hour. Oh, baby, I've got something you want.
Hello? Oh, hello. Where are you? Tremaine Cafe. Who's with you? Yeah? Oh, 15 minutes. Oh, I gotta get dressed. All right. Goodbye.
Hello, Marge. How are you?
When do you get in?
Got to port this morning. Couldn't think of spending my shore leave with anyone but you, old gal. Warm in here. Mind if I take my jacket off?
I'm not entertaining company tonight, Gregg.
Just treat me as one of the family. I'm back with 3 months' pay and aching for a good time.
I'm in no...
Plenty of sport.
Oh, I'm in no mood for sport, Gregg.
You're out of sorts. Anything on your mind?
You wouldn't understand.
I'll play a tune on the old music box. That'll cheer you up.
Gregg, if you want to do me a favor, you'll get out of here as quick as you can.
What's the matter? Neighbor's kids been stealing your marbles?
Is that supposed to be one of your English wisecracks?
I didn't mean any harm, just couldn't resist a bright remark. Oh, I have something for you. Wait until you see this.
Well, come on.
I don't mind telling you I had an awful time saving it for you. All the women were fighting for it.
Oh, how did you know?
I know your weaknesses.
You know too much. Where'd you get it?
Down south.
Well, I burn up the Janes when I wear this.
Now I'm all happy. The trouble?
I'm sick of this town and everything that goes with it. Damn him.
The gentleman friend.
Gentleman, hell. You're the first one to call him that.
Well, of course, I never met him. Leave him and travel around a bit. I've forgotten a hell of a lot the same way.
I'd take a trip to hell the way I feel now, if I could get a return ticket.
I don't expect to go as far as that. Seriously, you could make a lot of money. All the girls following the fleet are getting rich. They see the world and its ceilings.
I'll think it over.
You know, I'd love to meet up with you in every port I go, and I could help you a lot by dropping word here and there among boys.
Oh, sort of an agent.
I wouldn't put it like that, but maybe you and I could hit it up together.
What are you trying to do? Set yourself up for a home?
Oh.
Well, you wouldn't be the first.
Hello, dearie. Remember me?
No.
You don't?
No, you yellow-bellied piece of cheese. I don't.
Yellow-bellied? I thought you said you didn't remember me.
What's the idea?
These interruptions are damned annoying. I expect to be here for a long time.
Well, you're out of luck. I'm going out. Here's your jacket.
Put myself out a lot to come and see you.
Come on, put it on.
Can't really mean that.
No, I'm just exercising my lungs.
Well, if you insist. Just to show you I'm not a bad sport, I'll take you down to the Black Cat and spend the money I was going to spend here.
All right. Only take me to the Tremaine instead.
Wherever you say, old dear. But I say, it's a hell of a trick to lay on a fellow.
Come right in. Now, I thought some of my friends might have been parked here. I'm good-natured, and they take advantage of it.
It's rather dark in here.
There we are.
Oh, what an interesting place you have.
The diggings ain't so bad. Oh, sit down, make yourself comfortable. You will be right at home here.
I feel at home already.
Oh, let me take your wraps.
Oh, thank you.
The diggings ain't so bad, but you can do as you please.
It's so wonderful here in Montreal. I'd like to stay here forever.
Is this your first visit to the town?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to fix it so you won't forget it as long as you live.
Oh.
Where's home?
Connecticut.
Now you are fibbing. But it's all right. I can stand almost anything from a woman as beautiful as you.
You do say the nicest things.
Thanks. Now, when are you going to tell me your real name?
I told you, Carrera Smith is my real name.
A 2-year-old would know that was phony.
What's in a name? I'm here with you.
That ought to be enough for any man.
I'm here to enjoy myself.
Believe me, you are going to have the time of your life. Well, let's start off with a little drink. That's always a good start to any party.
Yes, I would enjoy a drink.
Oh, you will enjoy this, all right. Pure Canadian Club. It's got a kick like a mule.
This is so thrilling. It's so unconventional.
Oh, there's nothing like sneaking away and stealing a march once in a while, is there?
It's wonderful.
Do you know what street this house is on?
No.
Kaido Street, the most notorious street in Montreal.
So daring.
A new sensation. But I bet you get plenty on these little trips.
Anything to get away from the dull, daily existence. It's always the same thing, the same people. It drives me insane.
I sure am lucky to have met you.
You say the most wonderful things.
Not half as wonderful as I'd like to say to you. Gee, it's funny. Here I am, falling in love with a married woman. And as soon as you get home, I fade right out of the picture.
Don't be foolish. You are certainly not falling in love with a woman old enough to be your...
Oh, what has age got to do with it? You're wonderful. Now, you need someone like me, someone who will cheer you up, someone who will appreciate you.
I know. I'm married to a tired businessman who gives all his time to making money. I've every luxury, but the one thing I need most. Of course, you understand?
Let's have another drink.
You think we're safe here?
Oh, what do you mean?
I'm afraid the police may come in.
Don't worry about that, honey.
But suppose they did. There's a scandal. Think of my poor husband.
Well, what's a husband or two among friends? Here, wrap yourself around this. Atta girl.
Wasn't that terribly strong?
Well, come on over here, babe. I'd like to be around you all the time. Couldn't you take me back home with you?
How could I?
Couldn't I play chauffeur? I promise you a new thrill every day.
You say the sweetest things.
Let's have another drink.
No, I've had too much already. I feel sick.
Oh, right over there, babe. Help yourself.
Oh. I feel terrible.
Oh, is my baby feeling sick? Don't worry, I've got something that'll fix you.
No, I don't want any more.
It is just what you need. Don't worry, babe. I'll take care of you. Now that's the way. You'll be perfect in a moment.
I'm getting so dizzy. Everything is just blank. I feel like I'm in space.
Margie?
Oh, hello, kid.
I thought I heard someone in here.
Oh, maybe Rocky's back.
Well, then maybe I'd better go.
I'm paying the freight on this joint, and what I say goes. Come on, have a drink with us. Agnes lives right across the hall. She's all right when you get to know her. Sit down.
You're the boss.
You bet your sweet life I am. Take off your jacket.
Oh, here. Take this.
What's this for?
Saves you the trouble of taking it while I'm asleep.
Thoughtful.
I always go the easiest way about everything.
What a man. And now to show you I'm a good sport, I'll have a drink. That is if the boyfriend hasn't made love to it already.
This boyfriend's sort of necessity.
Oh, not a necessity. A luxury. Where are you going?
I'm afraid Curly might miss me.
Oh, gonna crab the party?
Good night, Margie.
I told you, didn't I?
I think she's considerate. Three's always a crowd.
So long as you're satisfied.
You know, Marge, we could go on quite a trip from here. Panama, Cuba, Trinidad.
Trinidad.
An island just north of South America. A place where you can live cheap. A place where a girl like you would make a fortune. Think it over.
I'll think it over.
You don't know how much I want you. Where are you going?
I'm going to put on a good hot tune and have a little dance. You're going to write this night down in your diary in red ink.
God, you're beautiful. What's that?
What?
I heard someone groan.
Well, I'll be damned.
What's up?
He's pulled something.
Who is she?
I bet it's that society, Jane. He's given her the works.
He's what?
Doped her. He's given her enough to kill a mule. That's why he made a getaway.
Don't die, old thing.
Here, hold her head back while I... Now, if this don't bring her round, it's lilies for her.
That boyfriend of yours must be a nice playmate. How could he do this?
Because he's a rat and always will be.
Think she's coming too.
Get some cold water and bathe her face. Come on. Don't spill it all over her.
She's lucky to be among those present.
Where am I? Where am I?
You know damn well where you are.
I'm so sick.
Yeah, you came here for a thrill. You got one. Not the one you expected. Serves you right.
Don't you think you're rather rough on the poor thing?
She ain't getting half of what she deserves. She's one of those respectable dames who poses as decent, looking for the first chance to cheat without being found out.
You can't blame her. All of us are looking for a little party at times.
Hello, Marge.
Pardon me, I think you're intruding.
Lay off. He's a cop.
Oh, a Bobby.
Manley said he saw Rocky coming out with a grip in his hand.
Well, that ain't a crime, is it?
Well, he said Rocky seemed like he was in a pretty big hurry, so I thought I'd come up, see what all the haste was about.
Oh, he had a date, perhaps.
Huh. Who's the dame?
A lady friend of mine.
That don't look like the kind of company you keep. Well, that looks more your speed over there.
Thanks for the compliment.
Yeah, we'll save your comedy. This one, though, she looks like she was all in.
Yeah, she's not feeling well.
Come on, stop stalling. What's the game?
No game that I know of.
Okay, then what is this woman doing in your place?
Paying me a visit.
Yeah, well, it don't look like she is enjoying her visit. Hey, you, what are you doing with this pair of crooks?
Pardon me, we may be a bit loose, but we're not crooks.
Okay, well, that is enough from you, okay? Out with it now. What are you doing here?
Well,
Come on, lady, the truth is going to be your best way out.
I was lured here.
Okay, by whom?
That woman there. She told me a pitiful tale, and then she gave me something to drink, and after that I don't remember. My jewels! They're gone.
She's a dirty liar.
You shut up.
I won't. She's lying to you, trying to make me the goat. She's ashamed to tell you why she came here, but I will. She came here with Rocky so he could make her.
Yeah, I know.
Pardon me.
No. You stay where you are. But we are going to go on a little sightseeing tour.
You're not going to arrest me, are you?
Well, I'm just going to take you down to headquarters for, further investigation.
No, don't do that. The publicity would ruin me. Isn't there some way I could fix this?
Oh, well, yeah, you know what? Perhaps.
No, you don't. This dame is going to take her medicine, even if I have to go to jail.
Well, you mind your business or you will. Because I'm on to your little game. Now, miss, come on. I will see you safely out of this district. But as for you, you take a tip and you blow. Because Montreal is just getting a little too hot for you.
Just a minute. You were almost dead when I found you. I brought you back to life, and you try to frame me? I don't count, I suppose, because I'm what I am. I'll remember this night. And if I ever get a chance, I'll get even.
Senora Condes!
¿Cómo está usted, señor?
I thought this affair was going to be over at the casino.
You like it?
And who's giving the affair?
We are giving the affair on the fleet.
Some host to give an affair like this. I think I'll stay a while.
Sí. Look, there's a table.
Hello, Lieutenant. I've been looking for you. Oh, well, if it isn't the beautiful Mama from Montreal.
If it isn't the loud-speaking Papa.
You remember me, baby?
How could I forget?
That was some wait. If the milkman hadn't spilled the milk on me, I'd have been waiting there yet. Now, baby, when I got back, I rapped on the door and never got an answer. Whoa, say, what are you trying to do, hi-hat me? Listen, baby, give us a kiss and we'll call it quits.
Now take it easy.
What is she, private property?
No, but don't get personal.
Gee, if I were only a lieutenant, I might stand some chance with her. Listen, kid, I'm different and I work fast.
Oh, don't give me that business.
Ladies and gentlemen, they will be dancing in the main ball.
Baby, you'd make a bulldog break his chain.
Crimson. Lieutenant, how do you do, Miss Lamont? Having a good time?
Yes, indeed.
Está usted, Capitán.
Hello, Condes.
Fix something up for the captain?
Sí. Waiter, clear the table. Best in the house. Stand on. Usted conoce al capitán, ¿verdad?
Hello, Captain. How are you?
Stanton, come and sit down.
Senorita, that is the young millionaire, Senor Stanton. He is, how you call him? Inspector for his father's plantation. Very fine gentleman. Very wealthy.
Miss Lamont, may I present Mr. Stanton?
Yes, you may.
Mr. Stanton, Miss Lamont, Lieutenant Gregg.
How do you do?
Lieutenant, a moment.
Not to be foolish or anything, but I don't suppose you remember going up the gangplank on the ship leaving Cuba for Trinidad? You were speaking to that naval officer.
Oh, yes.
I stood in the middle of that gangplank like a big sap and forgot they were waiting to pull it up. You glanced at me. There was a certain look in your eyes.
What kind of look?
Oh, I don't know. but I hope you don't look at any other man that way. I asked the captain who you were. He said your name was Miss Lamont, and that he didn't know very much about you except that you were beautiful, and he expected that every man on the ship would want to dance with you.
I see.
I had to get acquainted with you some way, didn't I?
And just what was it about me that attracted you?
Everything. Your eyes. Oh, they're marvelous. Heavenly, yet I'm afraid of them. And your hair. The way you smile. Oh, you are perfect to me. May I have this dance?
You may.
What is the idea of running away from the fun?
You don't have to follow me, old fellow.
What? Leave you alone on your last night in Trinidad? I should say not.
You'd do me a great favor if you'd slip along and let me have a word with her alone.
Is she stopping here? Some class to her. We'll find a way to show her up.
Has it ever occurred to you that a girl may want to go straight?
Don't make me laugh.
Anyway, she's off the game, and me, since she met this stunt.
That rich kid. She'll get enough out of him to live comfortable ever after. Come on. I'm going over to the casino.
Hello? Where have you been keeping yourself the past few days?
Being rather busy.
Getting ready to leave? When's your next port?
Oh, we leave for the States in the morning. It's my last trip as a naval officer. Sent in my resignation.
Well, good luck.
Thanks, awfully.
I'm leaving for the States myself in the morning. I'm just a short way out, and I'd love for you to spend a weekend with me. I'll show you the finest golf course in Westchester.
I used to be considered quite the golfer myself.
What do you go around in?
About 80.
Oh, way too good for me. Join me in the little walk?
In a few minutes. Let me have a pencil.
Yes, sir.
Give this card to Miss Lamont, please.
Yes, sir. Señorita.
Here I am.
I thought you were down at the ball.
I wouldn't go without you.
I'd rather not.
Dear, I'm leaving for the States in the morning. When are you going to promise to marry me?
We've known each other a week. You don't know anything about me.
You're the sweetest girl in the world, and that's all I want to know.
You're just a big boy out of college, and you don't know what you're talking about.
It's funny. Dad sent me down here to see how his plantation was running. I didn't want to come. I didn't have any idea I was going to bring back the most wonderful wife in the world. You're not married already.
Oh, no, dear, no.
Good. Then it's settled.
Nothing's settled.
You'll say yes. I always get what I want, and I want you.
What are you doing?
Celebrating our engagement. Oh, thanks. I'll pour it myself.
Yes, sir.
Just think of it. Tomorrow, we'll be on our way home. Isn't it glorious?
What would your folks think?
They love you.
I'm not so sure about that.
They would. Here's to the dearest girl in the world. There's not another like you.
Hey, let's be serious.
Oh, we are serious.
Not so fast. Here in the tropics, wine goes to your head. I want you to know what you're doing.
All right, now we're serious.
Suppose you made a mistake. Suppose I'm not all you think I am.
Are you trying to frighten me? You can't do it. I love you and you're going to be mine. Are you satisfied?
Yes, I am.
Then it's a yes?
Yes.
Hurrah! Trinidad!
Not so loud. Oh, you do love me, don't you? Tell me. I want to hear you say it again.
I love you more than anything in the world. I love you. I love you. I love you! Oh, whew, wine does go to your head. You're right. But, my dear, say you love me and we leave tomorrow.
Yes, dear. I'll go.
I'm out to arrange the staterooms and I'll take care of everything.
Dear. Damn it.
Margie? Margie.
Agnes? I thought you went home.
I did. You were right. They wouldn't let me come back. Mother was dead. If she had lived, it might have been different, but the others...
Oh, they forgive you, but they won't let you forget.
And when I got back to Montreal, Curly was...
What? Another Jane?
Overdose.
Oh, you poor kid.
I heard you were following the fleet and doing well. I thought traveling around would help me to forget. It's all too much. My mother.
Come on over here and have a drink. Pull yourself together.
Oh, thanks. I've been trying to talk to you, but the gobs said you were ritzing it.
Oh, that's what they think.
I saw Rocky before I left and
I don't want to hear a thing about that rat.
You must have got that rich guy you were talking about in Montreal.
Kid, I could have caught a dozen had I been so inclined.
And you didn't?
No? I guess I've been saved.
Oh, Margie, you're in love with someone. Who?
A clean boy, Agnes. He loves me and wants me to marry him. A boy that believes I'm straight.
My God, that's wonderful. What are you going to do?
I'm sending him back to his folks. Aw, I feel that I should tell him the truth.
Don't do that. What he don't know won't hurt him.
That's what's worrying me.
Margie, this is your chance. Suppose you tell him. What good would it do? If he really loves you, it won't matter to him what you've been. For God's sake, get out of this life. Look at me. I'm a wreck. I'm nothing.
Oh, come on. You're all to pieces.
I wish I were out of it all.
Brace up. I've never seen you as bad as this before.
Marge, promise me you'll do it. Promise me you'll marry him. God, if I had your chance, nothing in the world would keep me from it. Don't be a fool. It don't matter what you were. It's the kind of wife you make that counts.
Maybe you're right.
I am.
Come on. I can't let you get away like this. Let me get you a room and some clothes and get these rags off of you.
No, Marge. What would they think of you if they saw me here?
Oh, the whole hotel is down at the ball on the flagship.
Hello.
No, Marge. I gotta walk. I gotta think. I may see you later.
You look pretty well set here.
He thinks I'm a tourist. It's a lot different when they don't know. You got something to say?
Yes.
I know. It wasn't the right thing to do, leaving you like this.
It's a hit beyond me, old dear, but there's something else. The fleet's leaving port in the morning. It's my last trip as a naval officer. Then I'm going out to Australia.
That's pretty far, isn't it?
Yes. But it's a place where a fellow to go can start a new life out there.
I see.
You and I could hit it up together.
No, Gregg. I'm through.
I mean, we'll get married. I'm not so bad.
Gregg. No, you're the best scout I ever run into. Sometimes I wonder why you are where you are.
It's a long story. Decent folks. Father's a clergyman. I'm the black sheep. What do you say to my little idea?
No, Gregg, I couldn't do it.
I've got plenty to live on. Beautiful little white cottage, a garden, a church.
My God, you sound like Agnes. I'm sorry, Gregg. 2 weeks ago, I'd have thought that over. But now I can't.
I guess I know. That youngster I see you walking around with every night.
It's been kind of a dream.
You've changed since you met him.
You don't understand.
Oh, I'm no fool. Only don't singe your wings, old dear.
Singe my wings? Don't make me laugh.
Marge, the body doesn't mean a thing, but when it's the heart, it hurts.
What do I know about heart? To me, every man is just an asset.
For this one chap, you're going to give up everything, and you say you know nothing about heart. There was a time I could share you with other men, but now, thought of it drives me mad almost. Tell me, do you really love him?
I guess I do.
So that's it. And all the time I thought you were only making a play for his money.
No, Gregg, I couldn't roll him. From the moment I met him, I knew. He made me feel ashamed. He asked me to marry him.
Haven't I asked you the same thing? Hasn't every officer in the fleet offered you the ring? And a dozen rich traders?
But he was the first one to ask me while he was sober. Ever since I've been old enough to know sex, I've looked at men as hunters. The past few years, I've been a chattel to men. I began to hate every one of them, used them for what I could get out of them, and then laughed at them. And then he came.
But you told me you loved me. When you held me in your soft arms and kissed me, do you think you can get away from me as easy as this? To walk into another man's life and tell him the same things?
You don't understand, Gregg. When I felt your warm body close to mine, I wanted you. I needed you. Oh, I loved you more than any man I'd ever known. I loved you in that one way. But this is different. It's a clean, wonderful love I have for this boy. I'm sorry, but I can't help it. God, it's good to be in love this way, even if I have to pay for it with tears.
You know your positions are pretty far apart. That boy's folks are rich. Tell me, are you sure it's really love that's drawing him to you?
I'm sure.
Oh, well. Whenever you want me, you'll know where a word reaches me.
Oh, don't leave me like this. I'm not ungrateful, but things happen that we can't explain.
It's all right, Marge. We all have to float with the tide.
I've arranged everything. We leave tomorrow.
Overboard!
What's that?
They're crowding down at the docks. Let's go see.
Wait. No, wait.
I'll find out. Nothing to worry us, dear. One of those poor wretches that follow the fleet jumped into the bay.
Taking this to the young ladies' room, oui.
Yes. Go ahead, Marie. See that everything is ready. They ought to be along any minute.
If he would only keep his watch in his pocket. Hasn't left his hand since Mr. Jimmy went to meet the train.
Any man would be anxious to meet his future daughter-in-law.
Yeah, but he don't know very much about her.
She's evidently very wealthy. Mr. Jimmy met her while she was touring the world.
She travels all alone, no chaperone.
Wealthy orphan, no doubt. Marguerite Lamont.
Marguerite Lamont.
Mr. Jimmy calls her Margie.
All Stanton will worry about is what church she belongs to.
They arrive, Jenkins, call me. I'll be in the library.
Yes, sir. Very good, sir.
I'm going to lose a couple hours of sleep as it is.
He's not at his desk at 9 a.m. to the minute the world would come to an end.
System, my dear. That's what makes a man successful.
Home at last. Take these to Miss Lamont's room. Oh, wait a minute. Huh? How do you like it?
First case of cold feet I ever had.
Why? Mother and Dad are a pair of peaches. You'll love them.
I know, but the question is, am I the kind of girl they pictured for their only son? Parents are funny.
They are crazy to meet you. Let me take your wraps. You may take these also. You may go. Mother! Oh, I've been looking for you. Mother, this is Margie.
How do you do?
Oh, I hope you'll like each other.
Well, we'll understand each other anyhow.
Dad! Margie, this is Dad.
So this is the young lady that Jimmy's been raving about. He's been going around with his heart in his fist.
Dad, you're telling tales now.
I'm going to show you right up, Margie. Of course, I can call you Margie. You sure have worked a great change in my boy. He used to read nothing but the sporting news, and now he reads the furniture ads. Isn't that right, Claire?
Yes.
I sure hope you're going to like it out here, Margie.
I'm sure I will.
You never been to our little town before?
This is the one place I've missed.
Jimmy says you're a regular globetrotter. We've got everything they've got in the big cities. Parks, YMCAs, churches. Which one do you attend?
Oh, one's just as good as another to me.
Naturally, I presume, traveling so much.
When in Rome, or Trinidad, or Montreal.
I've visited Montreal myself, Miss Lamont.
Oh, you don't say.
You girls have a lot to talk about. Jimmy, I'll bet Mother's dying to get acquainted.
I would like a few minutes alone with Miss Lamont.
Come on, Jimmy. We'll let the ladies talk, and we'll drink to their health.
All right, Dad.
Then we'll let you ladies drink to our health.
What's your idea?
You certainly don't intend to marry my son.
That's your idea.
I'll not let him make such a mistake. I'll tell him what you are.
Suppose he should ask you how you know what I am.
I'll tell him everything.
You haven't the nerve. If you did, I'd have a better opinion of you. You wouldn't sacrifice yourself for anyone.
I'm thinking of my boy's welfare. He certainly is deserving of a better fate.
I'll admit he deserves a better life, yes. He deserves a better mother, too.
How dare you
speak like that? You've got nerve, putting yourself on a pedestal? The things I've done, I had to do for a living. But you've done those same things for other reasons.
Stop.
No, I'm going to dig under the veneer of your respectability and show you what you are. If our positions were changed, I bet I'd make a better wife and mother than you. I bet without this beautiful home, without money and any restrictions, you'd be worse than I've ever been.
No.
You do it and like it.
For God's sakes, stop it.
Now you can see. You're down here where it's just a matter of circumstances. The only difference between us is that you could afford to give it away.
I'm not considering my feelings. It is the welfare of my boy.
I thought of his welfare. More than you have. I didn't want to come here. I told him from the start that I wasn't the girl for him, but he wouldn't listen.
But you have no right to expect him to marry you.
He could do worse, marrying some tart who'd wear my colors after she married him. Some Jane who would take a little trip up to Montreal. I've had my share of men. They all look alike to me except one, him.
People would talk.
Oh, they talk anyway.
Yes, but we are governed by what they say. And
let them talk. We love each other. That's all that matters.
It's ridiculous. He is a boy, scarcely out of his teens. You are the first woman he has ever come into close contact with. It's only natural that you should attract him.
All I've been is a physical attraction to men. I want a man whose love goes beyond that.
If you get married, you'd find out just how far it goes.
I'll find out before.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. You're a pretty wise gal.
You'd use my home?
You used mine.
But
at least we know where we stand.
Dad and I think you've had enough time. Oh, Mother, don't you just love her?
Oh, she's just crazy about me.
Yes, son. She's very, interesting.
You'll have to tell me all about your travels and experiences. I'll warrant you had a lot of them, didn't you?
I'll say I did.
We'll have plenty of time to talk that over. I must be going.
You're not leaving us.
You know I get up early. Margie will excuse me, I know.
Of course.
I'm so glad you're here, child. You'll be such good company, won't she, dear?
Yes, indeed.
That's so sweet of you, Mrs. Stanton.
Thank you. When you are ready to retire, Miss Lamont, just ring for the maid. She'll show you to your room.
Thanks.
I must be going. Have to catch an early morning train to the city. Besides, you and Jimmy have a lot to say to each other.
Dad!
Don't make excuses. I was a youngster once, and should Margie feel like a bite, you'll find a little spread on the dining room table.
Thanks, Dad. Thanks.
Make yourself at home, child. If there's anything you want, just ask.
You're awfully good, Mr. Stanton. I'm sure.
I'm sure that you will.
Good night, Mr. Stanton. Your dad is a prince.
You'll pardon me. Good night.
Good night, Mrs. Stanton.
Good night, Mother. You'll learn to call her Mother, you know.
That'll be the hardest job I ever tackled.
Why? Don't you like Mother?
There's no question to it.
I'm so glad. It's wonderful to have you here.
It's been a wonderful night.
I was afraid you didn't mean what you promised in Trinidad. You don't know the sleepless nights I've had thinking of you and being afraid that...
Afraid of what?
That you didn't love me after all. Oh, hang it, Margie. A man thinks of all kinds of things when he's in love with a girl.
You weren't sure of me.
Oh, how could I be with you so far away? But now, I'm content for the first time in months. You do love me, don't you?
Jimmy, I never knew what it was all about until I met you.
And we'll be married soon.
You really want to marry me?
Of course.
I've been kind of worried too. I thought that maybe some other girl...
There's no other girl in the world for me.
Why?
I love you.
Why do you love me, Jimmy?
You're different. You fascinate me. You draw me to you. You are wonderful and I adore you. Now you tell me what you like about me.
Come here.
Now, you tell me what you like about me.
There's so many things about you that I like. I like your ears.
My ears?
But I never did like bright lights.
I'll turn them down. Who do you think came into the office today?
Who?
Lieutenant Gregg.
Oh, what did he want?
I said if he ever came to New York, I'd love him to spend a weekend with me, so I asked him out.
Take that thing off.
I've never kissed anyone like I've kissed you.
You have?
I swear I haven't.
You will.
I'll ring for the maid. For the maid.
Well, can't you show me to my room?
Yeah. Yes.
son. I didn't know you were up. Why didn't you breakfast with me? I suppose you're so happy you can't even sleep in peace.
Dad, you like her, don't you?
Of course I like her. Any man would. She's a fine girl. You're just like your old dad, a good picker.
I am so glad.
But I can't let your happiness make me late. I'll take the train and you can come down later in the car.
Must I go into the city today?
Yes, son. Sorry to take you away from Margie, but you can leave as soon as we settle with Hoyt.
But that deal is practically closed. You really don't need me there. Oh, besides, Lieutenant Gregg is coming in today.
Who's he?
He's that English officer that came into the office yesterday. He's coming in on the next train.
All right. I suppose I can let you stay. Say good morning to Margie and tell her I hope she slept well.
I will, thanks.
Good morning, monsieur.
Oh, Marie. Have you seen Mother?
Oui, she's not feeling very well, monsieur. She's having a petit déjeuner in her room.
What's the matter?
Oh, and about a headache, I think, monsieur.
Oh, good morning, Jenkins.
Good morning, madam. Does madam wish anything?
No. If I want something, I'll ring.
Very well, madam.
I don't like this madam business. Oh, what's the matter?
Mother isn't feeling well this morning.
Oh, that's too bad.
I guess it's her nerves again.
Is there anything that I can do?
No, she seems upset. I wonder if she knows about last night. Oh, why did you let me go to your room? It's the thing I've been fighting against ever since I met you.
Well, perhaps I better not stay here.
What do you mean?
Well, your mother isn't feeling well and you're all upset.
Margie.
What? You want me to stay?
Of course. I want you always. I love you now more than ever. I couldn't live without you.
Oh, Jimmy, you're mad.
And we'll be married at once.
Married?
Of course. There was no other thought in my mind. You hold everything in the world for me. I couldn't leave you long enough to join Dad at the office today.
Well, you should have attended to business. And
what?
You've got me so nervous, Jimmy. I don't know what to say.
Oh, I forgot about Lieutenant Gregg. I have to go meet him at once.
Why did you invite him here?
Oh, I think he's a fine fellow.
He's a wonderful man, but I wanted to be alone with you.
The car is waiting, Mr. Stanton.
All right, Jenkins. I won't be long, sweetheart.
Hurry back, dear.
Good morning, Miss Lamont.
Good morning. What's this thing supposed to be?
That is a brocade from Marie Antoinette.
Oh.
This is supposed to have been worn by Madame du Barry when she used her wiles on King Louis Khans.
Oh, what a break that Jane got. I remember reading about that.
Oh, my nerves.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy said you weren't feeling well. I was going to see how you were, but I thought I'd better not after last night.
I was quite harsh with you, but you didn't understand my feelings in the matter.
No, and I guess you didn't understand mine.
At first, I thought you came here in a spirit of revenge.
That was a pretty mean trick you pulled on me that night. I could have done time.
I'm sorry. I have a clearer understanding now.
I'm glad. We all make mistakes.
You don't know the agony I've endured on account of that.
I don't know how you ever fell for that guy.
It was my first and last experience like that. I swear to you, my nerves go to pieces at the very thought of it.
Don't worry about the past. That's my motto. Always think of what you're going to do tomorrow.
And what are you going to do tomorrow? Someday he'll find out.
Oh, he loves me. It won't matter.
He'll never forgive you for deceiving him. You'll both be miserable.
I don't believe it.
Those things never remain a secret. And even though he did love you enough to forgive, what would it be for him? Dreading every man that he sees, thinking that perhaps his wife, you would never know a moment of peace.
You're not drawing a very pretty picture.
I am drawing a true picture. Tell me you'll give him up, please. Marie, are you going out?
Madame said I could. The others have all gone on ahead.
Oh, yes, I'd forgotten. The neighbor's cook. You're all invited to her wedding.
If Madame wished me to remain...
No, you go. But call the druggist. Tell him to send over the prescription Dr. Gordon left for me.
Oui, Madame.
Has Jenkins returned from the station?
I think not, Madame. That's the card now?
Come right in. Mother, this is Lieutenant Gregg.
How do you do, Lieutenant Gregg? You'll pardon me, Lieutenant Gregg, but I'm not feeling well. I'll see you later.
I'm sorry, it's quite all right.
Mother isn't quite herself today.
No, she's not feeling well.
Well, now that the lieutenant is here, I'd love to show him around. Won't you join us?
You go.
Your mother would like to see you, Mr. Stanton.
Pardon me. I'll be right back.
Isn't that the woman from Montreal?
Who did you think it was?
Oh, well, I was going to ask her.
Oh, that's all I need around here. One bright remark from you.
Doesn't he know?
No, he doesn't know.
Aren't you going to tell him?
No, I'm going to let you tell him.
You're looking beautiful, Marge. More beautiful than ever.
Yeah.
You're not saying how I look.
You're looking all right.
There was a time I looked rather good to you.
You look the same to me now.
But how do you like me in my civilian clothes?
All right. I think I like the uniform better.
Why?
I guess it's because I'm so patriotic.
What is my little sweetheart doing? Entertaining?
Not right now, dear.
Won't you change your mind and join us?
No, you two run along, dear.
All right. Come along, Lieutenant.
You don't care to come too?
No, I don't care to come too.
Will you be here when I get back?
I'll be here when you get back.
Have I permission to go to the wedding? Have I permission to go to the wedding?
Yes, you may go.
Thank you, madam.
Show the gentleman in. The impudence to come back here.
Little boyfriend is broke again.
I refuse to give you any more money.
Well, then I park the body here until you do.
I can't let you stay here.
Yeah, I'd be a handy man to have around. That husband of yours is an old gink.
You must leave.
Be reasonable. You don't want to lose a home like this and a husband with plenty of jack.
But I can't let you have any more money.
You can't bluff me.
You must go. My husband, my boy, please go. Go.
Yeah, I don't mind taking a little jewelry. That husband of yours does like to drape you in gems. What did you tell me to do with the other ones?
I told him they were stolen.
Well, tell him the same thing about these. You? What are you pulling here?
I threatened to tell my husband about Montreal unless I give him money.
Don't my little pet know that blackmail is against the law?
It's none of your business.
I'm gonna make it my business. You're not in Montreal, dearie. You're in the States now, Rocky Waldron, alias Gentleman Jack, wanted for murder.
If you think I'd let you get away with it. All right, you stopped my allowance in Montreal, but it's going to start again. We're going to blow this town right now. And what are you going to do?
I'll make a little reservation. Where would my pet like to spend his next 20 or 30 years? I know, a beautiful place called Atlanta, down south, where they're waiting to welcome you with open arms.
You think so?
Don't care for the warm climate? I could arrange a beautiful trip up the Hudson where you could get the closest haircut you ever had and the classiest suit of clothes. Sort of a zebra effect.
Who do you think you're kidding? Why, I should just...
Police headquarters, please. Hello? Yes, this is the Stanton residence. Yes, we'll send someone here immediately. Yes, to take a desperate character. Please hurry. Thank you.
So, you'd turn me up. All I've done for you.
Oh, it was a fine thing you did for me when you left this woman on my hands. If she hadn't come to, I'd be in jail.
I'd have gotten you out.
Yes, you would.
Come on, Marge. They're on my trail. I just wanted more Jack to make a getaway. Don't turn me up.
All right, rat. I'll give you a chance. If I didn't have a certain amount of refinement, I'd kick your teeth in all over this floor. Now blow, bum! Where do you keep keep this thing.
The table. When he threatened to tell my husband, I would have shot him. What are you going to tell them?
Never do that. Now don't worry about these babies. I know how to handle them.
All right, Mike. You stay outside. What's the trouble, lady?
I'm very sorry, officer. A slight mistake on our part.
The report was to come and get a desperate character.
Yes, he was desperate. In the beginning, very desperate. Wasn't he, Mrs. Stanton?
Yes, very desperate. You see, we ladies were all alone. The servants have gone to a wedding.
Yes! The butler and the maid, and they had a friend, the cook. And she just got back from her honeymoon, and she's going to be married tonight.
Well, she hasn't had a honeymoon yet.
Yes, she's going to be married tonight, and tomorrow night she's going to have her honeymoon. And you see, we ladies were here all alone. And this man, he came in and he wanted money. He was going someplace. We didn't dare give it to him. And then he became very angry. But he cooled off and began to see things our way. And then he left. I don't think he'll be back. In fact, I'm sure he won't. So you see, officer, a slight mistake, and very sorry to have troubled you, really.
It's all right, lady. No harm done. Haven't I seen you someplace before?
Pardon?
Haven't I seen you someplace before?
Well, I've been someplace.
Don't you remember me?
I can't say that I do.
Sailor Gordon?
Do you mind stepping out here for just a minute?
Certainly.
Mother, has there been any trouble? Warren said he saw some officers coming in here.
Yes, they were here, darling, but they had the wrong place.
Oh, I am so glad. We certainly did hurry to get here, didn't we, Lieutenant?
We whizzed.
Where's Margie?
Up in her room.
You haven't been saying anything to offend her.
Of course not.
What's the matter, dear?
I'm leaving.
Why?
Do you remember that last night in Trinidad?
How can I ever forget it?
Do you remember the woman that threw herself into the bay?
Of course.
I was no better than she.
What are you saying?
I was one of those women.
You? That's not true.
Ask Gregg. Mrs. Stanton, I'm giving you back your boy. I'm sure you'll teach him to forget me.
You're going back to that life?
No. I'm going straight to Australia.
still believes in sailors, and she's true to the red, white, and blue. And although she's barred from the Navy Yard, still she loves her sailor lad positively. But she still believes in sailors, and she's true to the red, white, and blue. And though he's still sore where she broke his jaw, still she loves her sailor